So this is the grown-up pictures.
Oh yeah, I mean it's sequenced.
It is.
The thriller he downsized the length of it.
Okay, that's good. That's true.
Now, for best effects, it'd be nice if the strobe light went off every once in a while so it was dark.
Yeah.
And then they came on.
We've never had a dragon fruit. Sounds cool. Like a dragon? Kind of looks like a dragon. See those red spectacles?
Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world.
Oh, fish tanks. Hey, this is the one you guys like. This is the tilapia. They're looking good in the bowl. That's the yummy sweet fish.
When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish, but fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally.
Hey, get your feet in. Sunflowers is going to turn towards the sun all day.
While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world.
Wintermelon, that's Popo makes that, wintermelon soup.
These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides.
You said practice.
Not you.
Sorry, Lee.
It's okay, I understand. All right. All you folks over here, let's hear for your blue team. Come on! They need your help. They're losing right now. Can your red team continue to take more of a lead? Are you folks ready? Let's start them out. Everybody! 3. Wait. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! And they're into the wood right now. Looks like the red team's got the lead. Blue team's got to hurry it up. Blue team's got to hurry up. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Hi-ho!
laughter than we ever did with scream. So don't you worry, there's nothing here that'll scare you. Wazowski! Ah! Roz! Why do you always have to do that? It's a hobby. Now what were you blabbering about, Wazowski? I was just telling the humans that we're after their laughter these days, not their screams. Call me sentimental, but I still miss the screaming. We'll be opening the doors in just about 3 minutes. But for now, here's a taste of the sophisticated, highbrow...
One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and into a nightmare. That door is open once again, and this time, it's open for you.
And this is us talking about the problem.
You are about to discover the lies well in dimension, beyond the deepest, darkest corner of the imagination, in the Tower of Terror.
You want to be next? No? Alright, then keep it moving. I got my eyes on you. Not just these two, I've got others. But I'm not telling you where. Oh, that's just what you'd like me to do. Well, I'm not doing it. Some of the others.
This is the tag group on the Kilimanjaro Safari.
Hello everyone, my name is Whitney. I'm going to be your game driver today. Sweater Safari through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. As we're moving through the reserve, I do need everyone. Please remain seated and hang on to those cameras tightly, as the Harambe Wildlife Reserve does not allow us to stop to pick up anything that could possibly fall from the vehicle. This reserve was established in 1971 to protect the animals you'll see out here today. Over the years, many of the animals have become less afraid of humans, and that is great for safaris like this one. Take a look above you. There is an animal spotting guide up there. May not see every animal on that guide today, but we typically do have pretty good luck. Now guys, while we're on the reserve, we have one major rule. It is to remain seated at all times, because for adults, please don't hold yourself up or stand yourself up. Again, no matter what, no matter where, no matter how, it is still very dangerous to do. Well, now that we got that major rule, but you guys ready to try to spot some animals? Yeah! Awesome! And as soon as we get clearance, we're going to go into the Little Terry Forest. You want to keep your eyes open, as many of the animals' natural colors markings help measly blend to the background. And there's that clear. So here we go. Let's go see what we can find. Oh, I already see one hiding up on the left-hand side. It's a lighter brown antelope called a greater kudu. She is all the way up on the hill. And yes, I did say she. It's a female. Only males of that species will carry the horn. Oh, it looks like a few females up here. And watering holes like these in front of us are important gathering places in the forest. Usually one of our best chances to see some of the more rare species, like the black rhino. Though black rhinos have been poached nearly to extinction. Hundreds of thousands have been killed for their horns. Only estimated to be about 5,000 of those powerful animals left in the world. Very sad if you ask me. They are incredible animals to watch, especially when you get to find them. Oh, wow. Standing up here on the left-hand side, so it's a beautiful black rhino. Actually, there's two of them. There's one all the way in the back there. Give me a tail view, and then this one's standing up. Now, an amazing animal and incredibly massive. Weighs in about 3,000 pounds full grown. And believe it or not, even for that size, they're pretty quick. You run about 35 miles per hour. Top speed. Now, one thing you will notice for the reserve, if you haven't already, we're not really stopping for every animal we see. Unfortunately, the reserve just doesn't allow it. And we do stop, it really won't be for that long. But if you guys want great pictures, go and place your camera on a sports or action setting. Anything with a fast shutter speed does tend to do pretty well. And you always want your camera up and running because you never know when there's going to be an animal lurking in the bushes, lurking in the trees, just ready for you to get the perfect image like those on the left. But there's orange animals hiding up there. Those were bongos. Bongo is a very special creature because you saw him. You can now tell people you have seen a ghost. You got a picture of the bongo, you can prove it. There's a rarely seen snow as a ghost. Now we're going to go up over this hill and then back down through the sunny river. Usually a great place to try to look for some hippos as they are known to be in that area. And hippos are one of the largest animals in Africa. Hippo calf when born can weigh about 85 pounds, and at full grown they can tip the scales at well over 5,000 pounds. Even though they're so big, they are considered great swimmers. If they can reach the riverbed, they will walk along it. But guys, you seem to be incredibly lucky today because it's a very unusual sight here. Right inside up on the riverbank, that is a hippo laying up there. The reason it's so unusual, typically they're found in the water like the ones on the left during the day, coming up at night to feed where they can eat up to 150 pounds of vegetation every single night. Now also on the left, little black bird at the end with the white chest called a white-breasted cormorant. Those great white birds, big fat pelicans. And typically where you find the hippos down in the water, there's a whole float of them down there. That's what the groups call the float. Now when they do come up to feed at night, they can travel up to 6 miles every night. So typically it's not more than 2 miles away from the river in order to find that food. As we go over this old bridge, you're going to want to take a very cautious look down. Not only is that a long way down, but hiding in the water down there, those are Nile crocodiles, and they're all in the water. You see their backs sticking up. Oh, another one hiding out. Yep. There's one right over there. Those animals run about 10 miles per hour on land and have a jaw closing pressure of about 2,000 pounds per square inch. They're also quite big. They get up to about 20 feet long. I don't know about you, but they always look hungry to me, so let's get out of here. Now we're going to exit out a little Terry Forest and enter into the open savanna. Here you'll see a completely different ecosystem, different animals, and different trees. Then something very different coming up in front of us. This is a baobab, also known as an upside down tree because it looks like it has its roots sticking right up in the air. Those trees live thousands of years and they are incredibly resilient, being able to survive long periods of drought by holding water in their trunks, going leafless up to 9 months out of the year. And this is one of my favorite views of the entire reserve. These are the Serengeti grasslands, spread for hundreds of miles across East Africa. It acts as a superhighway to millions of migrating animals each year. It also homes some of our favorite animals like giraffes, elephants, and lions. It's also home to an animal with very large white horns coming up on the right hand side. Those are Ankole cattle. And their horns up to about 6 feet long and 20 inches in circumference at the base of them. As big as the horns are, they're probably not as heavy to the animal as they look to us. There's a honeycomb pattern in there, allowing the animal to have blood vessels run through the horns. They then use to regulate their body temperatures. Now we should be able to get a bit closer. I think they're laying right next to our road. We might be able to get over to them. All the animals of this savanna, no matter the size, do help maintain this landscape. For example, elephants, they act as bulldozers pushing down those trees to eat them. The giraffes, they act as pruning shears, trimming up the bottoms of the trees. Antelopes mow down the grasses, and gazelles and warthogs trim up the edges. In a balanced ecosystem, there's enough food around here for everyone. And that is a very good thing. Especially when you take a look at this beautiful land here, beautiful area, and consider this is the wild Africa. We're all working so hard to help conserve this area and all the animals will hopefully find within it, like this little one on the left who is hiding in the back. And no, that's not a baby. That is a springbok. And they only stand 3 to 4 feet tall, which if you're keeping track means they're smaller than the horns on the Ankole cattle. You do not want to judge the springbok by the size. Name comes from the ability to spring straight in the air, about 10 to 11.5 feet. Yep, standing right up here. This would be a Maasai giraffe. You can tell what type by the pattern. A little bit of a lacy or a regular edge to that pattern. Now these stand about 18 to 20 feet tall, and even though all giraffes do have long necks, they only have 7 vertebrae in their neck, just like humans. Those are just quite a bit bigger. Something else bigger on him you will not see here today, the heart. Full-grown giraffe's heart can be 2 feet long and weigh about 25 pounds. And he is doing one of the giraffe's favorite things to do throughout the day, and that is eating. They eat anywhere from 16 to 20 hours every single day. That's about 75 pounds of food every single day. So right hand side, you can see those Ankole cattle. Left hand side, the Patterson's eland. The eland, considered one of the largest of all antelopes, males weigh about 2,000 pounds and can stand 6 feet at the shoulder. So as big as she is, I want you to try to imagine something with that eland. Try to imagine her jumping 6 to 8 feet straight in the air. Elands have been known to do that before. Those Ankole, you can still see them on the right. You may also know them by the name Watusi, the tribe that first domesticated them out here in Africa. They are the only domesticated animal you'll find anywhere on this reserve. Now, right hand side up on the hill, if you look towards where the baobab tree is, the silver gray animals, those are wildebeest. But before we get there, guys, I have a question for you. Has anybody ever played the game hide and seek before? Yes. What about hide and seek with a giraffe? Yeah? No? Alright, well try to play. Look up on the hill on the left. Alright. A few of them moving up there. So you see them move up there. You can now tell people you have played hide and seek with a giraffe. And you will stand on the left.
Probably that.
Alright, again, these wildebeest, they are known to have one of the largest animal migrations in the entire world. It's definitely a smaller herd up on the hill. Now, that migration is where they get their name in Afrikaans. It means wild beast, because when they migrate through an area, it looks like one wild beast moving through the area. And beside the wildebeest, up on the left, there's an antelope. It's giving you a tail view. It's a sable antelope. A symbol of the entire reserve. And if you happen to miss seeing the giraffes before, you didn't win at hide and seek, you can try again. They're going to be coming up on the left hand side. Yeah, that was also a Maasai up there.
There's another one up there you can see.
Well, they do eat quite a bit. Again, that 75 pounds of food every day. They can go for weeks without drinking if they have to. Still see the head just sticking up there.
Guarda, dopo che ci appago come posso, visto come si fa.
Yeah, both of those that I'm seeing up there do look to be the Maasai.
All'altra dio, alla schierda, on the left. There's trees. Have you seen?
See a little bit better view of the sable on the right hand side. That one's kind of dark. If you ever do see a light color sable, it's either younger male or female. Males as you mature tend to get a very dark chocolate brown coloring. The most dominant male, who that one actually may be it, gets a sable black color to them. That's where they get their name from. Left hand side, these are greater flamingo. Lightest pink coloring of all the flamingo species. They're born, they're not that colored at all. It'll be gray, and then they'll get the pink coloring over their lifetime. From the bride, ship to date. Oh, this is a relatively small group. Groups of flamingos can get above 20,000 pairs. No matter the size of the group, they do have a name for it. It's called a flamboyance of flamingos. Just ram behind the bushes, maybe try to get to where they are. Coming up here, if you have really good eyesight or a really good camera, now's the time to use one of them. Up on the hill, those are cheetahs. Those considered one of the fastest of all land animals, run about 60 miles per hour over short distances. And typically, they're daytime hunters. Like,
don't see the lion. Other side, maybe.
She said about the lions here?
Sometimes you don't.
those on the rock. A couple white rhinos do look to be moving right next to one of our roads, so I will try to get you around in front of them. The zebra out on the right, little dark brown animals, those are Bontabot lions out there. Sit down for me, please. Hey, sweetie, sit down. Thank you. Now, again, each zebra you will see has their own unique pattern stripes. So here they use those patterns to confuse predators. A zebra can't confuse a predator. They have a very powerful hind kick. So powerful, in fact, they have been known to go break the jaw of that animal, a lion. That's a beautiful male laying up there. Oh, there's a female right behind them, too. Laying down, they can be inactive about 18 to 20 hours every single day. You see them move. Typically females, you'll see do a majority of the hunting. Males, they tend to serve as protection for the rest of the pride when they're around. Left hand side, these are warthog crows. A little warthog there. A pretty impressive little animal. You think they run the exact same top speeds as the rhino, 35 miles per hour. On the ground on the left, those are ostrich eggs. Large covered eggs weigh about 3 pounds each. On right hand side, all fresh white rhinos. And yes, I know they're not really white. Name does not come from their color. It comes from the Afrikaans word white, meaning wide, because they have a broad spread of the water their body needs from food that they eat. And if you're a bird lover, the white birds on the right side are yellow-billed storks. They are carnivorous birds. They eat anything from snakes to frogs, fish, to even other small birds. This is the final. Instead, we like to use a Swahili phrase. It means go well. Being quarantine. So as I pull up to the second word, supposed to, I'm going to say quarantine, everyone. It means go well, and I hope you guys have a great day here in Raleigh.
As many pictures as you like. If you have any questions about our training or birds or anything, we'll be hanging out. We're glad to answer anything you have. And if not, we hope you guys enjoyed Weekly Encounters. Oh, there they all go! Hey, how about this? So you go home and
the Lion King.
Welcome, everyone. It's me, Simba. You've all picked a very special day to visit. You see, today, we've come to town for a big celebration. And you, my friends, are invited to join in the fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready to clap your paws, stomp your boots, and ruffle your feathers as we welcome you to the Festival of the Lion King! Let the procession begin! I just can't wait to be
How you doing? Don't worry, your old buddy Timothy's here. The show can begin. Hey, what are you doing? Slow down, slow down! I'm supposed to be center stage. Who's driving this thing?
All right, giraffes, you're first. On count of 3, let's hear that sound. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, I'm in the sheep section. Hello! Look at me! I'm in a parade! Hey, jungle monkeys! Walk me over by the warthogs!
Alrighty, warthogs, it's our turn. Let's get those tusks up in the air on the count of 3. Let's hear some snort. 1, 2, 3.
Warthogs!
Is a dance. On the count of 3, let's do some packet of power. 1, 2, 3.
All right, Lions, what's up? Yep, it's the Lion section, all right. Hey, guys, it looks like we're all here. Let's go!
Step aside, out of the way, professional artist coming through. Me, 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 me. Excuse me, my human friends. Since someone has neglected to establish a meerkat section, I guess that leaves me to sing the melody. So, if you're finished with all that talking, can we start to sing along already?
Alright, Timon, let's take it from the top.
Thank you. In the jungle, the mighty jungle.